From the moment your eyes first meet the 2025 Rolls-Royce Phantom extended wheelbase, there is a subtle shift in the world around you, as though the air itself becomes heavier with the presence of something extraordinary, a creation so refined, so perfectly executed, that it transcends the category of automobile and ascends into the realm of timeless art, a moving sanctuary sculpted from steel, glass, and leather, but imbued with something more, an aura of legacy, of mastery, of the unbroken tradition of excellence that has defined the Phantom name for nearly a century. And as you approach this magnificent machine, its sheer physical presence commands your attention in a way that no photograph, no video, no whispered account could ever truly prepare you for, the elongated silhouette of the long wheelbase variant stretching majestically along the ground, the sculpted bonnet flowing into a formal roofline that sweeps back with unhurried elegance, the length not flaunting itself with excess but announcing, in calm and certain tones, that here is a car built for those who measure life not in hurried moments but in measured experiences, where every detail is deliberate, every surface the result of countless hours of handcrafting and consideration, the bodywork itself finished in a paint process so exacting it takes days to complete, each layer applied by hand and polished to a depth that seems less like a finish and more like a mirror to another world, where the sky, the buildings, the trees, all appear richer, more vivid, when reflected on the Phantom's flanks. And then there is the Pantheon grille, that unmistakable Rolls-Royce signature, its vertical slats milled with surgical precision, catching and bending light in a way that makes it seem alive, and standing above it, the spirit of ecstasy, leaning forward in eternal motion, emerging in silent ceremony when the car awakens. Her presence both a guardian and a promise, and as your gaze travels to the headlamps, you see not simple lighting elements but crystalline masterpieces, each one a complex arrangement of laser-cut facets and precise LED technology, projecting beams so clear and far-reaching they make the night surrender, the road ahead illuminated not just with brightness but with a clarity that feels almost supernatural, and as you take in the side profile, the perfect proportions reveal themselves, the elongated rear doors hinting at the palatial space within, the subtle chrome detailing tracing the roofline and windows surrounds like jewelry applied with restraint, the polished 22-inch wheels, each a sculpture in its own right, standing proud yet perfectly integrated into the design, their center caps fixed so the double R emblem is always upright, a detail that speaks to the almost obsessive dedication to perfection here, and as you approach closer, the soundscape of the city seems to fade. For the Phantom does not need to roar or shout to announce itself. It is enough simply for it to exist, and when you reach for the flush door handle, you feel a weight and solidity that instantly communicates that this is not ordinary engineering, this is craftsmanship forged from experience and intention, the door opening with an almost magical smoothness, the hinges moving with the resistance of something designed to last not years but generations, and as it swings wide, the cabin reveals itself, and you step into another world entirely, a world where time seems to slow and the outside world becomes distant and irrelevant, for inside the Phantom, you are not merely in a car, you are in a private lounge, a traveling chamber of refinement, where every material, every seam, every curve has been chosen and crafted to deliver not just comfort but a sense of occasion, and the scent of the leather envelopes you immediately, rich and warm, with that unmistakable depth that comes only from the highest grade hides, each sourced from cattle raised in specific climates to ensure the grain is flawless, tanned using traditional methods that preserve both the softness and the natural aroma, then hand-cut and stitched by artisans who spend years mastering their craft, the seats themselves sculpted to perfection, offering support without intrusion, their surfaces supple yet resilient, the piping and stitching aligned to within fractions of a millimeter, the patterns matching precisely from panel to panel as though nature itself had grown them that way. And in front of you, the dashboard flows like a piece of furniture from a great house, the veneers cut from single logs so that the grain flows in a continuous line, book-matched to create perfect symmetry, their surfaces polished to a deep luster that invites the touch, and in the Phantom, this dashboard is more than functional. It is a stage for art, for in bespoke commissions, owners may have unique works displayed behind the glass fascia, turning the car into a moving gallery. But even without such additions, the standard of finish is such that you find yourself running your fingers over the controls simply to appreciate their weight and feel, each metal knob and button turning with the precision of a fine watch, each action accompanied by a subtle, satisfying click, the steering wheel itself wrapped in leather so perfectly stitched that the seam is imperceptible to the touch, its rim neither too thick nor too thin, its diameter chosen for balance, for control, for elegance. And as you slide into the rear seat, the true purpose of the long wheelbase becomes clear, the space stretching out before you like the first-class cabin of a private jet, your legs able to extend fully without nearing the seat ahead, the deep lambswool carpets beneath your feet softer than any fabric you have felt in a home, the cabin so quiet that when the doors close, by electric assistance at the push of a button. The silence feels physical, as if it has weight, and into that silence comes the music, should you choose to fill it, via a bespoke 18-speaker audio system developed exclusively for this car. It's tuning specific not only to the model but to the individual car, as each Phantom is subtly unique, the result being a sound so pure and precise it defies belief, with bass notes that are rich but never intrusive, mids that are warm and human, highs that shimmer without sharpness, creating a soundstage so three-dimensional that it feels like live musicians are performing for you in your own personal concert hall. Yet even when the system is silent, the car itself is a kind of music. The faint hum of the 6.75-liter twin-turbocharged V12, an undertone of serene authority, a sound you do not so much hear as feel, a deep, velvety vibration that reassures rather than demands attention, and when you are in motion, this engine delivers its power not with drama but with inevitability, the acceleration smooth, unbroken, as the 8-speed gearbox, linked to the car's GPS, anticipates each change before you reach it, so there is never a jolt, never a pause, only a continuous magic carpet surge forward, the suspension beneath you scanning the road ahead, adjusting itself hundreds of times per second to erase imperfections before they reach you, so that even over broken surfaces or cobblestone streets, the cabin remains level, composed, and serene, and as the miles pass beneath you, whether you are gliding through the heart of a city or sweeping along an open highway, the Phantom does more than carry you. It transports you, not just physically from one location to another, but mentally, emotionally, into a state of calm assurance.